Hi, Wolfpack fans. Marcy Bullock with part two of salary negotiation. So we are seeing a list of bullet point options that you can ask about to your future employer. Yes, some companies provide free lunches, some charge you to park, some allow you to dress casually, some forgive your student loan. They give telecommuting options, especially with the global pandemic. Many people are working remotely. Look at all of these examples on here, and this is part of what you will consider when you receive your offer. You do not need to accept your offer immediately when it is received. You can ask for some time to ponder it. Some companies will say take a few days, take a week, and if you're still waiting to interview with some other companies, you can also inquire if you can have a couple of weeks to compare this offer to other offers that you might receive. The offer that you receive is not set in stone. If you ask if it's negotiable and they say yes, then you've done your homework and you know the bottom line salary. You give them a range of what you're thinking about. Well, I have researched what people in the major that I have studied, which is electrical engineering, what the starting salary is. And I'd like to see if you'd be willing to consider between 70 and 75,000 a year. That gives them a little wiggle room, and maybe it's a few thousand higher than what they offered you. You don't want to go way higher, and obviously they don't want to lowball you. But I know in one situation when I was negotiating salary, when I spoke back to my hiring manager, and this happens, let me remind you, salary negotiation happens after you get the offer. You don't talk about it until then. If they ask you what salary you expect, always say negotiable. And when I was speaking with one employer and they made the offer with the salary, I said that was lower than I expected. They said, I don't want salary to be a reason you don't accept this offer. Then I knew I was in the driver's seat at that point. So take those cues. Next are all the benefits and perks. So 4 out of 5 employees want benefits or perks more than an actual pay raise. So there are a lot of things that are valued here. And just keep in mind as you look at some of this data, how does this offer compare? You also can consider your health insurance. You can look at all the different kinds of insurance and what that out-of-pocket fee might be. You can think about this. You can talk to your mentors and see if you feel like the offer you've received is reasonable. Because the whole health insurance area is a very big, complicated, and expensive process. And when you think about all these terms like deductibles and co-payments and networks, this is a new language for you to learn because you may have been on your parents' health insurance and this is the first time you're considering this. One of the classes that we offer on campus that I teach is the USC 401, where we get into all of these terminologies, which is transitioning for the college graduate. Some of you may be in that class listening to this video. Also, insurance, there's a lot of information in your benefits package about insurance. So this means you've got your salary, you've got all your other items that you can negotiate. And once you have all this information and you have a little bit of time to think about it, you can consider if this is the right fit for you. Now, during a pandemic job market where things are very challenging as we are experiencing in the middle of 2020, some people are not holding out for their dream job is the best way to say it. If you get an offer, you might want to jump on something you hadn't originally planned to take and consider all of the options with your retirement. Here's some interesting facts about how to save $1 million. So look at how easy it is when you're 20 years old. You just have to put away $275 a month. Easier said than done to be a millionaire. But if you wait until you're 50, you only have 15 years to become a millionaire. By the time you're 65, then you have to put away a lot more money each month. So it's kind of a fun thing to look at. Also, let's compare job offers. So here we go. We've got a $55,000 salary. That looks good. We've got a normal amount of vacation and sick time, paid holidays. Some companies are starting to not even offer a specific number of sick days, but instead they're saying if you're sick, just take time off. So a lot of different possibilities here. Look at this offer. How does that look to you? Looks pretty good? Does this one look better? It's 65,000 a year with 12 paid holidays. And then you've got your partial employer sponsored medical plan and a 401k with no match. So here we've got the total compensation. Interestingly enough, the $55,000 a year salary is better total compensation when we break it down than the one that looked at face value to be higher. So these are the things that you will want to break down for yourself. And if you need help negotiating your offer, I would encourage you to log on to EPAC to make an appointment with your career counselor to discuss your employment offer. Happy negotiating.